It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for welcoming me into your home or into your office or onto your iPad, or maybe right now I'm in your smart device right now. You're listening right now through your earphones right now. I appreciate you, and I want you to know that the CEO Sales Huddle will not only be a good use of your time, but it will be the sales department meeting that you have that takes your business to a whole nother level. And every morning we start off the exact same way, and we look at a business case because we know that success leaves clues. So let's talk about in the world of fashion, a gentleman by the name of Marc Jacobs. His journey has been a roller coaster, going up and going down. It's been a roller coaster of creativity, a roller coaster of controversy, a roller coaster of reinvention. And I want you to imagine that you're in the fashion world. And your job is to show your perspective and do things the way you see how things should be done, or at least how design should be done. And Marc Jacobs had a problem because when he did that, he came out with this whole grunge collection. Remember that look, the grunge look, by the way, that happened back in 1992. And he faced a professional backlash. I mean, folks were like, what are you doing having this casual look, wore down type of feeling? And here's the problem. When you have a vision, you have an idea, and you know folks are looking for a change, they're looking for something different, well, it can be met with resistance from the other folks because they're already in the industry. Now, Marc Jacobs' story is a story of fear and flamboyance at the same time. He was a designer who admitted that he was fearful putting out his look because it was so different, it was unique, and it did look like everyone else. But then his courage, his attitude took over and said, no, this is who I am. I want to be this way, and I know folks want that. Now picture this, a young designer. He's fired from a big-time corporation because he had this grunge look that he was so certain that the audience wanted in the high fashion world. And he was unapologetic about it. Now, and how does he do this? How did he do this? Well, he ended up, one, capturing what people were looking for. You see, there was a problem. Everybody was going along. They had one type of look, one type of feel. The fashion industry was cut in a certain way, but it didn't have that grunge look. This was different. So much like Jacob, CEOs need to be open to innovation, open to change, and open to bringing something to the market that they know their ideal client is looking like. But much like Jacobs, here's what he did. He was creative, yes. He also collaborated with other designers and other folks that were in the industry, and he dared to be unique. Think about that from a sales lesson here. So what's the lesson you can have? The lesson you can have as a CEO is sales success requires a blend of creativity, maybe not in the sales strategy, but in the sales message, certainly in the sales funnel, certainly to your ideal client. It allows collaboration, so collaborating with other folks in the industry, and a keen sense of the problem that you're solving for your client, and you're able to communicate that in your digital sales message. And this is very important. It's a digital sales message that often goes out well before you do. When you do this, well, you'll see your sales go up in a way. But my big takeaway for you, if you want revenue growth, stay ahead of the curve and be unique with your unique selling proposition. You do that, and then my promise is, just like Marc Jacobs, the juggernaut that we know it is as of today, you will see your sales go to an entirely different level. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning, and every single morning we start off the exact same way. And the way I like to start off every single morning is making sure that we understand our mantra, why we're here, why we exist. And our mantra is really 3 words. I know, it sounds easy, but it's 3 words. And it's focus on sales. What's our mantra? Focus on sales. What's our mantra? Focus on sales. Let me say it again. Focus on sales. You might be saying, Shay, why? Because without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. And I believe as a CEO, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. In fact, repeat that after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, it's a challenge. And here's what I want you to establish every single morning with your sales department, and I'm excited to be part of the sales department for your company, and that is selling a serious business. Selling a serious business. I want everybody on the sales department to understand this. You as the CEO, please drive this down. That selling is serious business. It's the oxygen for every successful business in history. And then we have a pledge. And the pledge is what we're going to do to the sales department. what we're going to be able to give them. Now, our responsibility is to make sure the sales department has, obviously, the people, the sales department has the process, and the sales department has the resources it needs. But here's our pledge. It is to learn, earn, and return. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? Return. Absolutely. And then we understand our objectives. And what are our objectives as a CEO? Our number one objective is about sales growth. So you show up, you're here at the CEO Sales Huddle, you have your CEO sales meeting, and there's one purpose on it, to see the sales grow, but also to address any roadblocks. Did we not talk about that today in the case study? It wasn't easy. There were some challenges. And then last, to implement the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know in order and understand in order to be successful. Number 1, you must have a CEO sales plan. 1 page, just a 1-page CEO sales plan. Number 2 is you must understand your sales cycle. Number 3, the sales message. Number 4, the CEO sales dashboard. And number 5, more importantly, I love number 5, you must have a 7-figure sales team. You do that, and you will see your sales go up. Now, for those folks who are out there, it's an honor. It's a privilege to be here, by the way. Thanks for just inviting us into your sales department to be part of this sales meeting inside your company. And here's what I like to do. Let's connect, because you can see me, but I can't see you. And man, do I want to connect with you. So do me a favor. Look right below the video and just put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal that you're in this conversation. We're in here together. And for those folks that are watching the replay, you can put hashtag replay. I know you can't be here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you tune in when you can. And you're here now. That's what's most important. And for everyone else who's watching on one of our streaming platforms, maybe on Apple TV, maybe on Roku, maybe you're on Amazon Fire, maybe right now as you're watching right now, you've downloaded the podcast or you're on one of our syndicated platforms, you can't write anything below, but you can connect. So do me a favor. Put in at I am Che Brown. Let's connect on LinkedIn or one of the social media platforms. Just at I am. Then my name, Che Brown. I love to connect with you, and I respond to every single person. Looking forward to it, by the way. The number one question I get asked often is, Che, what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? Why does it exist? Well, there was a problem. And the huge challenge that CEOs had was they wanted to be able to take the sales department and have that department generate over $100,000 in income. And it was how do we do that? So the CEO Sales Huddle was created for a place where CEOs can gather so they can understand how to sell more faster. So you know how to sell already, but how do you sell more faster? And what is our big why? Why do we do it? It's about sales growth, it's about accountability, and it's about consistency. And you may have heard this before, but I believe it's so true, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And what do most people struggle with every day? They struggle with consistency. So we only ask for 15 minutes a day. Isn't that kind of cool, by the way? You only get together for 15 minutes. You think about it, there's 1,440 minutes in every day. Never 1,441, okay? Never 1,439 unless, well, something's happened in your life. But there's always 1,440 minutes. So we ask for 1% of the day. That's 15 minutes a day. So you're tuning in for 1%. You're focused on the sales department. And the whole purpose of the sales department is to generate more revenue, by the way. And in doing that, what do we do? What do we do? Our goal, our ultimate goal is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today as a result of being in this conversation. As a result of showing up for the CEO Sales Huddle, these ideas are top of mind to you. And when you show up, when the idea is top of mind to you, you're just more likely to do it. Now, it's kind of like working out. There's some days you go work out and nothing happens. It's just no big deal. You just had another workout. And then other days you work out and it feels like you made so much progress, then you look in the mirror or you step on the scale. And it wasn't just that one workout, it was the combination of workouts that took place. And that's what happens with the CEO Sales Huddle. So I'm really excited you're here, by the way. $100,000 a month. Whoa, Che, how do I get there? Is that real? Yes, just like when you work out, they say diet goes a long way, right? Exact same thing with the CEO Sales Huddle. We have something that we work with for our private clients that's really created a shift, and that shift is called the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard is a concept. It's an idea that we created. It's helped our clients, and the idea is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So think about it as working out. You step on a scale. You know what you're going to do? You're going to measure it, When you measure it, guess what you're going to try to do? You're at least going to try to manage it, okay? Same exact way here. We've got 5 indicators we've got to measure. So it's not just about, well, how much do we weigh? I shouldn't use that example. Or what do our measurements? In the CEO sales huddle, we've got things we measure. So it's about generating leads. That's 1, leads. The second one is appointments. The third one is offers. The fourth one is deals, and the fifth one is repeat business. So we've got 5 categories that we're measuring, we're managing on a daily basis. And in those categories, any one of those categories can create a shift in our business. So how do you do that? You can go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Download it now. I'm going to pull it up right now so you can see it. Let's just pull it up right now so you can see it. And I want you to see exactly what you see. So here it is. It's a CEO Sales Dashboard right here. You go across the top, you find today's date. Once you find today's date, you come down. And then once you come down, you look, you say, okay, I've got it here in front of me. Where do I go? And let's go down to repeat business. And I love looking at repeat business. Now there's leads, there's offers, there's deals, and there is repeat business. On this episode, we're going to look at repeat business. What customers have come back a second or third or fourth time? Now you look at today's date, by the way, you see there's 3 categories, and there's customers that have bought new products, there's customers that bought existing products, and then if you look all the way to the right, it's those folks that are part of the continuity products. So let's take a look. Let's imagine for a moment you're looking at repeat business in your Apple. I believe God is a woman, and I believe she created iPhone. But more importantly, who else would have created the iPhone? Seriously, really. Is you look at new products. So let's imagine that right now I have a MacBook Pro, and I decide to go out and I decide I'm going to buy an iPhone. That's a new product. So what clients purchased new products from you yesterday, or the day before, or the week before? Then go down below that and let's look at existing products. So let's go back to the iPhone example. You say I have an iPhone, and I decide to go into the Apple store, I order online, and I buy a protector for my iPhone case. By having that protector on the case, I'm an existing customer, I already had a product, and I just bought something else. Now, you can do that as well, so do me a favor, go down and put that in there. Now, we know, and why this is so important, is that 80% of our marketing dollars go to get new customers. So whenever we have an existing customer that we've been working with that says, hey, you can help me in this area, then we save so much more money and we build so much more value. Doesn't generate new clients, but it does generate revenue. And then last but most importantly, is take a look at a membership. Some of you have membership clients. They pay today, and then they pay tomorrow, and then they pay the next month and the month after that. How many new clients resubscribe, and how many new clients did you add? Then once we do that, we stop here. And this is a good time to stop in and check in and talk about what's working. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? We're going to celebrate some wins because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So question number 1, what are you most proud of? Like you look at just yesterday's results. You say, what are you most proud of? For the sales department. This is the sales department. So you're only looking at the sales department inside of your company. And you think about, what are you most proud of? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? You can look at last week if you want. You can look at last month. But let's look at yesterday first, just in the sales department. And number 3, what do you want to brag about? Like you just feel so good right now. Like you did this yesterday. You feel good about it. You accomplished it. You got it done. Hey, I'm here with you. I feel good. I'm glad that you and I are in this conversation. We know every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So we have to look at the other side. There's challenges, there's high highs, there's low lows, there's seasons, there's summer, winter, spring, and fall. There's ups and there's downs. It's called life. So we're going to look at some hurdles that are out there because powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And here's the last one. What is the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would just move your life business? You take a step. You know, one of the things I want to share is you take that little small step. Wow, you might not think it's a big deal, but my message to you today is small hinges swing big doors. That's my message today. Small hinges swing big doors. So sometimes I'm just taking a small step here and a small step there and a small step there and a small step there. But here's the big deal. If I never took the small step, I would never get to where I want to get to. Isn't that so true? You've got this. You're amazing. You're a CEO. You're amazing. You're incredible. You're a game changer. You're someone that's making a difference in the world. I know as a CEO, you have a heart to give. You have a heart to serve. And I want to know that I believe in you. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for inviting us into your home and being part of the sales department for your company. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless and keep doing God's work. We're out here until we meet again. Peace, everybody. Bye-bye for now. Peace.